Let's go to a place, Pike Place. Tourists and locals looking for whatever that thing is that says Seattle. There are many ways to say Seattle. It can be fruit, or fish, or flowers, or cold cobblestones and hot coffee. We all have an image of what a city means, but below the stereotypes are people striving to make a better life for themselves, expressing the truest version of what being from somewhere means. Nowhere else is this more visible than Pike Place Market, where everyday local craftspeople sell their wares. Today we are going to learn about one of them. His name is Aaron Murray. He is a ceramic artist whose work can be found in local high-end shops and homes all around the world, but also right here in Pike Place Market.
What got you into doing ceramic art as opposed to other forms?
Well, I think it's because early on I got to play around with clay quite a bit as a kid, and then later I traveled a lot to museums, especially as a child, and I was always seeing historic ceramics, and I think that it inspired me to want to make ceramics based on the visitations of seeing past cultures and the representation of ceramics.
What kind of influenced the style that you have?
One of the things I did do also when I was younger is I visited places like Oaxaca, Mexico, and there's strong folk art traditions there in wood carving and in ceramics. And the work is highly decorative, often painted a lot, especially the wood carvings. That had an impact on the way I kind of visualize what I'm doing with my ceramics. Yeah, I like the use of strong, bold lines, and I like to blur things a bit, so it leaves it up to the person to interpret what they're seeing. I try to make some patterns that are relatively abstract in that regard, so that you can kind of lose yourself into the look of the cup. So there's different stains that I use. It's some that will fade out as it's fired, whereas some are more bold and will kind of show up like the black lines on the piece. So I like to kind of make things look interesting, so that when you're drinking out of a cup like this or looking at one of my sculptures, it gives you something to think about. You might lose yourself in the way the cup looks, and then it allows you to contemplate your day or to contemplate other things in your life. I also really enjoy Japanese ink calligraphy paintings and drawings, and so that work that sort of shows up my work a bit. A lot of black outlines and things like that. And I love textural things as well. I'm also a wood carver. So I do wood carvings, and so it's only natural that I'd like to carve in the clay, and the clay is a really great medium for carving because it's real soft. And another thing I like about clay is that you can bend it and shape it with your hands. I like to use my hands as my favorite tool. So a lot of times in my sculptures, I don't use any tools besides my hands.
Well, how's it been for you down at the market the past couple years?
Well, this is my fourth year in the market. It's my third year consistently. The market is always a challenge, has its ups and downs. The benefits is that you can meet people from all over the world, and knowing that my ceramics are traveling around the world is exciting to me as a cultural exchange. Also, having a regular customer base. A lot of the people that come down here and visit me are people who know me from other places in Washington. They've seen my work before, but they've never actually met me.
Right. And
so it's exciting for them, I think, to finally meet the artists of stuff of an artist already collecting, and also have that the face-to-face interaction. So another aspect about my work is that I really like the combination of humor and nature, because humor, for one thing, is real good for you. It's supposed to be good for your heart to laugh, and my work hopefully makes people chuckle from time to time, which is healthy. And I love nature for the beauty of nature. To me, the most natural beauty is the most beautiful. So I try to use nature as an influence in my work to make it more beautiful.